Hi, I've had the opportunity to talk to Dr. Viral Shah today. He's a multifaceted ophthalmologist. He has been in the profession of teaching, associate professor, postgraduate guide. Sir also runs a highly successful clinical practice at Niakshi Hospital. Sir has held keynote positions like President Ophthalmologic Society Nagpur, Secretary Maharashtra Ophthalmologic Society, President-elect Vidarbha Ophthalmic Society, and sir is also holds some key portfolios in All India Ophthalmic Society. The reason I've had him today on this podcast is because sir has certain expertise basically regarding documentation, legal issues, and indemnity, which most doctors are not even aware of. So this is going to be a really different topic, and we are going to do a deep dive into these topics. Sir holds key information about all these things. So let's do a deep dive. Please keep on watching. Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to another episode of Scaling Vision podcast. Today, we are joined by none other than Dr. Viral Shah, favorite across every possible city and groups along in the ophthalmic circles. I welcome you to the show, sir.
Thank you so much, Samir. First of all, thank you for inviting me here, and I must compliment you for your excellent setup, state-of-the-art setup that I have not seen even in so many national news channels that I visited as a guest. And it's hats off to your dedication and passion for this program.
Thank
I
you.
wish Scaling Podcast all the best for the future.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. द रीजन सर मैं आपको यहाँ बुलाना चाहता था कि आप यू हैव अ वेरी डिफरेंट एक्सपर्टीज बीइंग एन ऑफ्थल्मोलॉजिस्ट. आपको पूरा लीगल एस्पेक्ट्स की कहाँ पे डॉक्यूमेंटेशन कैसा होना चाहिए, इंश्योरेंस कैसा होना चाहिए, इंडemnity ये होना चाहिए, तो मुझे आपसे ये सब चीज़ें जानना है. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन कि आप में ये एक्सपर्टीज आई कहाँ से, ऐसा व्हाट ड्रोव यू टू गेट दिस एक्सपर्टीज इन योर सेल्फ सर.
When we are studying, Samir, there is no curriculum which trains us for these medical legal aspects that concern us, especially as an ophthalmologist.
Right, sir.
Even in MBBS, they will teach you forensic law, how to identify whether it is a murder or suicide, what weapon is, whatever that. But they will not prepare you for your this legal hassles that you will face in future, whether you are in practice, in institutional setup, or in government setup. And day by day, as the scenario is changing, this medical legal hassles, they are going to increase, and as the law becomes more stringent and media becomes more and more aggressive, the problems for doctors are going to increase. So I thought there was this much needed gap, and lots of people I interacted, they had some problems like that, facing that, and it's a big mental turmoil for a doctor. उसका 2-4 दिन तो पूरा ही खराब हो जाता है अगर कुछ उसको नोटिस आया, कोई पेशेंट ने कुछ फोन भी कर दिया है या वो चिल्ला के गया, तो उसका पूरा माइंड डिस्टर्ब हो जाता. देयर इज नो सपोर्ट सिस्टम, देयर वाज नो सपोर्ट सिस्टम फॉर दिस मेडिकल लीगल इन आवर fraternity. So now it is developing, and now there is a very strong network. Even IME is there, ophthalm societies are there, and many legal consultants are also there which are helping us doctors. But when around 10 years back, when I was new in private practice also, there was no such setup. So I thought that I should go for this.
तो सर ऐसा कुछ हुआ आपके साथ लाइफ में, देयर वाज दैट एनी पाइवटल मोमेंट और अ बैड केस व्हिच लेड यू टू डाउन एक्सप्लोरिंग दिस पाथ?
Personally I had no such cases, bad experiences, but lots of my colleagues and friends and acquaintances, they were going through this turmoil, and I saw their dilemma and their journey, and I was fortunate to have some guidance from seniors also, who pushed me, who took me under their wings, and I was able to gain some knowledge how to tackle this menace.
So sir, let's start with the first question. सबसे बेसिक क्वेश्चन, व्हाट आर द मोस्ट कॉमन लीगल मिस्टेक्स दैट डॉक्टर्स मेक जब प्रैक्टिस शुरू करते हैं?
There are no legal mistakes, they are all afterthoughts. आपने क्या किया और क्या नहीं किया वो वकील ढूंढ के निकालता है. So these are the mistakes. So basically your documentation is your savior. आपने क्या डॉक्यूमेंट किया है, क्या काउंसिल किया है, वही मायने रखता है. So it's your word against the word written. Whatever is written in your notes, that is going to save you. So for a new practitioner or an established practitioner, your medical records, your medical notes, whether it's a OPD paper or a discharge summary or a pre-op notes or post-op follow-up or investigations advised or diagnosis done, whatever you have given has to be immaculate.
So this is true for all fields. Ophthalmology हो गया, medicine हो
every
गया,
medical field, every
every
medical
medical
field.
field. Right.
Yes.
So, sir, इसमें अब now since most of the hospitals are using EMRs or EHR systems, so how long are we supposed to maintain these records? या जैसे पहले और या जो लोग EMR use नहीं करते तो paper record जो है, how long are they supposed to maintain these records?
So according to law, a consumer can approach the court or a patient can approach the court if it's a OPD case for 2 years, and if it's a operative or interventional case or admitted case for 3 years. So after 3 years period is over, his case is not going to stand. That is 3 years from the last follow-up. From the last follow-up. Right. So for IPD patients, we say 3 years, and for OPD patients for 2 years. You have to maintain your records. There is one more special thing here. If it's a pediatric patient, suppose you operate a congenital or developmental cataract of a 10-year-old child, so you have to maintain record till the child becomes major and 3 years after that. Okay. Patient, if he becomes major and wants to sue you till the age of 21, that patient can go for some remedial measures from court if he or she feels aggrieved that the treatment offered at that time was not correct. But so for pediatric patients, you have to go for 18 years plus 3 years, 21 years.
So this is true only for the pediatric age group, right? So how do I ensure, or how can any doctor ensure that they comply with the regulations and कि भाई मैं ये सब करूं और मेरे साथ कभी गड़बड़ नहीं होनी चाहिए?
First of all, you have to be very true to yourself. You have to be a very ethical practitioner. So in a busy practice, mistakes do happen. You may not measure the IOP correctly, or you may miss some tests. But you should be true. That doesn't matter. But if you are true to you are ethical, you will thrive in the long run.
कुछ examples हैं सर आपके पास which you have helped or which you have seen where doctors have been saved by a strong documentation?
There is weekly one episode happening.
अरे बाप रे, एक आध story बताइए सर.
Yeah, I can say, but just a generalized. Right. Like death on table happens, or VIP patients going for multifocals and the I will get stopped, and then the story begins. Right. Or post-op end of this is very common. Most common in our scenario is retina patients and refractive surgery patients and premium IOL patients. These three are very common in for creating legal nuisance for a doctor.
So sir, since now we are seeing there is a premiumization happening in almost all segments, and most of the doctors are transitioning into premium surgeries, premium cataract surgeries, what documentation needs to be done very carefully, where in case if you have a refractive surprise, we make sure that we are legally protected?
Obviously, your preoperative notes and your OPD notes, they are going to matter. Whether you have done the calculations by the standard equipments that are available, you have to go for the standard equipments. You have to cross check it. You have to use the correct formulas which are prevalent for that time or which are accepted by majority, and you have to take a printout of that and keep it in your OT and notes also. This was the power that I got, this was the axis that I was supposed to put, and this was the plan, and this was what the lens was ordered, and this IOL was we got. Usually it doesn't land up in much problem. Only when some complications like infection or lens drop or PCR occurs, then the problem starts. But usually if there is some surprise, it is easily manageable, and patients usually don't go for legal remedies.
Sir, Abhi, now since what we are observing is single practitioners are transitioning to group practices. So I guess group practices में और ज़्यादा legalities, documentation.
Group practice has an advantage that they have got a big team working from them. Back office team is there. There are layers of managements are there. So there, but communication is the key. If you are not communicating correctly to your team, then mistakes are going to happen. Whether you are a single practitioner or a group practitioner, mistakes are going to happen. How you correct them how you deal with them, that is how the crux of the matter lies.
Sir, so अभी recently Consumer Protection Act of 2019 आया था, and recently we have had the IPC का
Change
न्याय
to-
संहिता में conversion हुआ है. So इसमें what changes have been made that we need to be aware of?
Samir, what happens? Doctor is facing a trial, first of all, in your consumer court, in your criminal, if it's a criminal law applicable, then in the trial court, in your medical council, in your media, and political, all this, you are facing trial by fire. So one case, you have to deal with all of them separately. So we had previously Consumer Protection Act 1986. It was repealed and got overwhelmed by CPA 2019. In CPA 2019, they left out the medical fields from the excluded criteria. So they put some excluded list, and medical field is not there. So we are included, and now many judgments are there after that 2019. So we are now liable in Consumer Protection Act 2019. What this 2019 has done, it has made filing of complaints very easy, and it is pro patient. So patient is from Chhattisgarh, he can go and file his in hometown. You have treated in Nagpur or Bombay. If he comes from Jalandhar or Bhopal or Cochin, he can go and file there, and you have to fight it there at the district level, district consumer forum. Also, they have empowered this district consumer forum. Previously, it was up to only 20 lakhs. Now it is up to 1 crore in district forum. In state forum, consumer forum, it is up to 10 crores, and in national forum about 10 crores. If they are suing for more than 10 crores, they have to go to national forum, national consumer forum. So it's a 3-member forum with quasi judicial powers. One judge is there and 2 members are there. At least 2 members, including judge, should be there to pass the order. One more thing here, that what they have done, they have created mediation cells in consumer courts for doctors. Now this is a two-edged sword. What they wanted to do was expedite justice and do some cooling down of tempers. But what it has done, it has created a parallel
System.
Parallel system.
How so, sir?
Lots of experts have become just
Right,
notice
right,
भेजो,
right, right,
just
right,
notice
right.
भेजो 50 लाख का, 5 लाख में तो मान ही जाएगा मेडिसिन में, डॉक्टर टेंशन दो, 4 बार बुलाओ. So this is flurrying, but now our association has become very strong, and we are counseling doctors, and we have got to put our foot down, not to go down in mediation cells and fight it out in the court. So don't take mental anguish if you are going for a consumer court. They call you 3 or 4 times. These mediators, they also sit somewhere in the court complex only so you think you are going to court every day and you get mental anguish. But doctors, they should contact their IMA or ophthalmo association or some seniors, and they will guide you correctly. Don't fall prey to this arm twisting tactics. So this is flourishing nowadays.
तो सर ये तो आपने सीपीआई का बता दिया.
CPA,
अभी व्हाट अबाउट वो
भारतीय न्याय संहिता
संहिता के बाद?
yes, भारतीय न्याय संहिता 2023 has come. In BNS, first there was in old IPC there was section 304A for medical negligence and culpable homicides, whatever that. We thought it is going to be repealed, and IMA put big advertisements thanking the PM and Home Minister and everything. And when the final act came, it was no such thing. So we are still liable under Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Act. All doctors are liable, and it is under section 106, subsection 1. Now this subsection 1 has 2 arms or 2 limbs, as the legal fraternity calls it. First limb specifically says all the medical practitioners registered under the National Medical Council. So it is only MBBS now in second limb, and in first limb all other practitioners not registered. So Ayurvedic and homeopathy, they all come under that. What they have done for this non-allopathic or non-MBBS practitioners, the punishment is for 5 years and fine. And for MBBS doctors, the punishment they have kept is 2 years and fine. Previously it was punishment or fine in IPC. Punishment was imprisonment or fine. Now they have made
अभी
it
दोनों कर दिया.
imprisoned, and now the judge doesn't have option. We are still waiting for the first judgment to come out, how the judges interpret it. But the legal opinion is that judges has not got the option now to exercise power, either choose.
मतलब जेल भी भेजो, फाइन भी करो, और
He can, the judge can make you sit in the court till the court rises, you are imprisoned or whatever that, but it will come in your record that you are jailed for such and such case.
तो दिस बेसिकली सर
It has become more stringent,
है ना, बट इट इज
and it
ऑलवेज
has become more specific also.
राइट. बट सर इट इज ऑलवेज सेड कि एक डॉक्टर क्या पूरा इतने सालों की प्रैक्टिस और जो थोड़ा बहुत नाम
Yes,
कमाता है,
yes.
इट कैन गो अवे विथ जस्ट वन लीगल
one incident,
केस,
one incident,
है ना, बस
one
दैट्स ऑल
incident.
इट टेक्स.
Yes.
तो
But they have given some, they have respected our commitment and sacrifice and whatever we do, and they have put some tests without which the FIR cannot be filed, without which the trial cannot be done. There is a Bolam test also, what is the normal care. So they have respected that, but if found guilty, the punishment has become stringent and compulsory.
तो सर अभी एवर सिंस कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट ऑफ 2019 एंड BNS for 2023, have you seen any new incidences जिसमें ये सब anybody has gone through, without taking names obviously?
It is in pipeline. The process is going on. We are waiting for the first judgment to come out.
Okay.
We are waiting for the first judgment to come out, and it takes time for 5 years, 7 years. So 2019 case is going to be decided around 2-3 years down the pipeline. So let's see.
बाप रे. कुछ प्रैक्टिकल टिप्स दीजिए सर कि जिससे हम कोई भी डॉक्टर रिकॉर्ड्स अच्छा मेंटेन कर सके, इफेक्टिव मेंटेन कर सके. जिसके पास EMR नहीं हो वो कैसे करेगा सर?
EMR नहीं भी है अगर आपके पास, तो प्रिंटेड फॉर्म्स आते हैं. Consent forms are there on our website of All India iOS or MOS also. They are in Hindi, Marathi, English, whatever language you want. They are disease specific and procedure specific. So please go through that. Modify it according to your hospital setup or clinic setup, whatever you are running. And but common procedures, suppose you are doing 10 procedures. Be by heart what is written in that consent, and what there should be 2 or 3 extra lines that you have to put it by your pen. If suppose patient has a posterior polar cataract, you put it there, posterior polar cataract, risk of PCR and resurgery and retinal surgery in the future explained to the patient in Hindi, Marathi, English, whatever. You have to put it there. Patient had amblyopia before, so put it down. This has saved patients. This has saved many doctors. I have seen it. A patient of amblyopia undergoing cataract surgery, then suing the doctor कि मेरे को तो इतना है प्रीमियम, मैंने तो 50,000 रुपये दे दिया, मेरे को तो 2 ही लाइन दिख रहे, 1 ही लाइन दिख रहे. It is written there in his pre-operative notes. It is written in their consent form that patient had amblyopia. So guarded visual prognosis is explained and the case didn't stood. These are our live cases.
तो सर OPD प्रोसीजर्स के लिए फॉरेन बॉडी रिमूवल हो गया, कुछ कभी आप कॉन्क्रीशंस करते हो या PIs करते हो या
Usually
caps करते हो?
oral consents are acceptable, but suppose you are thinking it's going to be a difficult case lodged somewhere deep, or you may need a second procedure of like that, then you take it down on pen and paper.
जैसे I know कि AIOS has consent forms for OPD procedures also, पर क्या वो हर बार लेना, it's not probably necessary, right?
Any procedure intervention you want to do on a patient, without consent, it's considered as assault.
Okay.
You are pricking the patient, you have to take up consent. You are giving a block, you are giving injection, you are supposed to take consent. Any injury or any, you are using a blade or a scalpel or a needle on a person without his consent is classified as assault in our IPC or Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. So with consent, it becomes a medical procedure. So ideally, you have to take consent before any intervention you are going to do.
So sir, since things are going so bad, I mean things can be so bad.
Things can be bad, but
that is why you have to do अच्छा documentation. But I guess यहाँ पे अभी a very big thing comes in. It is indemnity.
Yes.
Doctors के लिए indemnity. Let us talk about ophthalmology specific.
Indemnity is like your third party insurance. Without it, you should not drive any vehicle.
Right.
It's your third party.
Barabar.
It's a compulsory. If you are practicing in a medical institute, it's a compulsory. You have no option. It's compulsory for you. You can consider it as your seat belt also, or it's like a third party insurance. So hopefully, finger crossed, nothing is going to happen to you. But what if something happens? You have got peace of mind that this company is standing behind me and they are going to cover me. It is a compulsory, but which indemnity to choose, that's where the dilemma of newer practitioners or
that
even
is exactly.
established that point you have to discuss with your seniors or colleagues in your area, so you will get a better idea what options you should go for.
जैसे सर वी आर लिविंग इन महाराष्ट्र ऑफ्थल्मिक सोसाइटी ऑफर्स अ ब्लैंकेट
It's a group
indemnity plan.
insurance, indemnity,
हाँ,
group indemnity insurance is
तो
there.
आई थिंक वी ऑल हैव बीन रिन्यूइंग इट फॉर ओवर 2 to 3 years अब तक.
Yes.
तो
Yes.
इज दैट सफिशिएंट कि कुछ और भी अलग से पर्सनल लेवल पे लेना चाहिए सर?
Group insurance is considered to be sufficient, but for the initial 3-4 years your old insurance should continue.
अच्छा.
Individual cover what you had, you should continue, because we don't know, their first case is not yet registered, how they deal with it when some mishap occurs. In Maharashtra, that group insurance we have done, no mishap has occurred and no case has been registered. Once a case gets registered or goes to the court level, then we will know how this insurance company are responding to our demands, or how they are helping us out. Till that time, I think you should not lose your, because it's
Right, बराबर. But I guess अभी AIOS is also starting indemnity.
they are in the pipeline, but they are in the negotiations, but yet not done.
तो सर लेट्स से एज अ डॉक्टर गोज टू एक खुद का इंडेमनिटी प्लान लेना है, तो व्हाट 1 2 3 4 फीचर्स वहां पे आपने देखने चाहिए फिल्टर?
फर्स्ट ऑफ इज द लिमिट, क्या लिमिट लेना चाहते हैं.
ओके.
इंडेमनिटी इंश्योरेंस का लिमिट आपने ऐसा लेना चाहिए, द एरिया यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग, द सिटी यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग, द कॉस्ट ऑफ 2 BHK अपार्टमेंट शुड बी द योर इंडेमनिटी वैल्यू.
क्या बात है.
This is the thumb rule. If you are in Bombay, it will be 2 crores or 3 crores. You are in Nagpur, it will be 75 lakhs or 50 lakhs. If you are in Chandrapur, it will be 25 lakhs. Whatever. It depends. So it is the thumb rule. And there is a logic behind it. It's not just like we have pulled out some figure. There is a logic behind, because this consumer protection judges, consumer forum judges, or members of this consumer, they are ordinary citizens. They don't want this, not like America, कि इसको 100 crore का फाइन भर दो, punitive action is not there yet. So they are reasonable. They think अरे 50 लाख रुपए बहुत हो गए नागपुर वाले के लिए, बॉम्बे वाले के लिए 1 करोड़ रुपए, 2 करोड़ रुपए ठीक है, तो चंद्रपुर वाला 1 करोड़ का नहीं देगा, 20-25 लाख भरा. तो that is the mentality of the people living in the, that is now as the media goes more and more aggressive, let's see what happens, but that is the thumb rule that we advise, because I get lots of phone, मैं कितने का कर लूँ, हाँ मैं 1 करोड़ का करूँ, मैं 2 करोड़ का, बोले तेरे पास पैसे ज़्यादा है कर ले.
सही बात है.
One more feature that you should look for in indemnity is whether it's 1:1 or 1:2 or 1:3. What it is.
इसका क्या मतलब हुआ सर?
1:1 is if suppose more than one mishap occurs, they are running concurrently. So you have got indemnity of 50 lakhs. One has sued you for 40 lakhs, one has sued you for 30 lakhs. Both will run concurrently. And till the limit of 50 lakhs, they are going to give you. So एक में 40 लाख का जजमेंट पास हो गया, एक में 10 लाख का, तो पूरा 50 आपको मिलने वाला 1:1 में. दैट विल बी हैव मोर प्रीमियम. 1:2 में अगर आप पे 2 केस चालू है तो 25 लाख का कैप लग जाएगा. 40 आया तो आपको 15 भरना है, 25 कंपनी भरेगी. 1:3 में 1/3 हो जाएगा, प्रीमियम कम होते जाएगा. 1:1 is always better, that we recommend, because we don't know, sometimes cluster occurs, sometimes whatever, but we have to keep our finger crossed, but these are slight techniques. Also you should include your LASIK procedure. There is a separate clause for LASIK procedures.
Oh, okay.
You have to put it refractive surgeries, that premium suddenly increases. You have to ask your agent if you are doing it on your own. So our group insurance that we are doing there, that's a very comprehensive. It also includes your vicarious liability also, your staff also, your hospital or visiting consultants also.
क्या बात है सर. तो लेट अस इमेजिन अ सिनेरियो कि लेट से मेरे पे किसी ने केस कर दिया, मेरे पास इंडेमनिटी है 1:1, तो दिस इज 1 साल में अगर एक ही केस हुआ, लेट से मेरा कवर 1 CR का है नाउ, एंड मेरे को 1 CR के लिए सू कर लिया. दूसरा मान लीजिए बैड लक मेरा ही खराब है, 6 महीने बाद सेकंड पेशेंट निकला,
if your
तो माई खत्म हो गया वो.
if your premium has got renewed after that and it has occurred in the next year, फिर से आपका
नो बिफोर द रिन्यूअल ऑफ द प्रीमियम.
it gets included in your.
अच्छा, okay.
They are going to provide you with lawyer also.
अच्छा.
You have to inform them. There is a form to be filled up. You have to inform me within reasonable fund, 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever is written in your policy. You have to inform the company. They are going to provide you lawyer. You have to give a copy of all your notes also. Provide them all the evidence. You have to sit with them. You have to, if you have your own lawyer, usually doctors have their own lawyer also. So you have to have a group meeting also.
Right.
But you have to take them in the loop. If they are not in the loop, they are going to.
तो एनी केसेस सर अब तक आपने देखे हैं जहाँ पे इंडेमनिटी डॉक्टर पे केस हुआ, इंडेमनिटी हुआ है,
Lots.
एंड वो जल्दी जल्दी हो गया सॉल्व कि उस पर समय लगा सर?
नहीं, यूजुअली व्हाट हैपेंस, आप यहाँ पे गिल्टी आ गए, आप ऊपर चले जाते हैं. You will go to the state forum, you will go to the national forum. So it takes 15-20 years to decide. But यहाँ पे जहाँ डिसाइड हो गया है, with डॉक्टर से कि ठीक है निपटा दो. Not in ophthalmic fraternity, but another fraternity I have seen, and they have paid up.
So other than good documentation, other than having a good indemnity for a doctor, any other risk management strategies that a doctor should have in his armamentarium actually?
They should be active in the local ophthalm societies.
Okay.
They are going to be your first line of treatment and first line of your supporters. We have lot of resentment against our own practitioners, but when but when some mishap occurs, I have seen everyone rallies around you. They try to give you peace of mind. They try to hush up the media. They try to stop spreading of rumors. They come actively out in the open. I have seen it. So our fraternity has a lot of good leaders. So they are doing. So we have to follow by their example. Then they are going to help in the long run.
तो सर इफ एनीबडी, अब ये सवाल आता है फॉर अ यंग डॉक्टर, फेलोशिप हो गया, मल्टीपल जगह काम कर लिया, नाउ आई वांट टू स्टार्ट माय ओन प्रैक्टिस, व्हाट आर द फर्स्ट टॉप 3 थिंग्स ही मस्ट फोकस ऑन व्हेन स्टार्टिंग आउट afresh?
From medical legal point of view, from medical legal point of view, all your licenses should be there in the place. If you are wanting to do some surgeries, you must have an OT license, right? So till this statement is valid till there is no mishap. First mishap occurs, all this comes into play. Where is your OT license? Where is your ICU backup? Where are your tie-ups? So usually ophthalmic setup, we don't have much of a hassle, or we don't have very intensive care. So you need to have some tie-ups, written tie-ups with your neighboring ICU or cardiac setups. In case of emergency, it is less than 5 minutes.
We move the patient there and right.
You have to have some tie-ups with your ambulance people also. So just get it on paper, black and white. And I have not seen many people utilize this facility, but it is there. They keep renewing every 3 years, 2 years, whatever, and keep it a file there. And usually doctors have good rapport with their colleagues in the area, so they help us out. It doesn't matter much, but you have to treat it proactively. Your licenses are important, your registration renewals are important, your MBBS registration, MS registration, DO registration, whatever is there, you have to renew it timely. We had a case where MMC renewal was not done. Doctor is MBBS, doctor is highly qualified doctor, highly respected, high volume doctor. He is not going for MMC renewal. And case happened. Lawyer, only one point. Where is your registration? Is your registration valid? And he has no defense.
मतलब documentation
He has
पे
no
पकड़
defense.
लिया.
He has no defense. Where is your license? Your driving license is expired. How are you driving a car? It's like that.
Scary na sir.
But we have to increase our paperwork. And as more and more Americanization of our health system is going to occur.
This is important.
Paperwork,
करना ही पड़ेगा.
So whatever you are doing now in 4 lines, you will have to fill up 4 pages in the future.
तो सर ये तो इस podcast के the purpose of this podcast is younger people coming into practice, and also people who are not aware of about the legal intricacies of building a practice. They can get an idea. आप जैसे लोग आएंगे, experts आएंगे, वो सिखाएंगे. Anything else that we need to add on to what we are talking about right now?
Attend conferences more and more. Network yourself. You will learn from other people's mistakes. Keep learning. That's what I say. Keep observing and learning. Things happen. what happened to that glaucoma patient, how was going to treated by that colleague, and what problem he faced, what happened to that retina patient. So you keep hearing these things, you just focus your mind on what would have done if you are in the same shoes, and because you don't know what will happen.
And sir,
And avoid, first most important advice I will give to the colleagues, newer ones starting, stop medical jousting. There should be no medical jousting. Don't give any remark, out of the way remark or negative remark on your colleagues. You just say, I am not able to understand, you go and consult him again. What is
there is no, I don't think there is another harm in खुद से ही एक senior opinion करा दो या second opinion करा दो. That's the best
that is
thing.
different thing. Patient coming for a second opinion,
हाँ.
and you are saying, अरे ये तो है ही नहीं, ऐसा कैसा, अरे तुम्हारे को तो ये बताया ही नहीं उनने, ये ऐसा कैसा, that is, वो कैसा कर रहे हो, वो कैसा कर रहे. Don't do this. Don't put off the cuff remarks or out of the ego. Don't do medical jousting. It will help you in the long run. It will give great peace of mind. It will give great peace of mind.
वो कहते हैं ना सर, कंपटीशन से ज्यादा कोलैबोरेशन में लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Yes. And basically it happens, you are new, you want to prove yourself, you have to make some mark for yourself. So you think the senior sitting here or 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer, they are just your competitors. They don't mind much you are practicing, but it's in the back of your mind, अरे ऐसा कैसा, and you find some mistake of theirs, and you try to focus it with the relatives and that is where the trouble becomes.
Any key takeaway for listeners from today's podcast?
Be active in your society, be active in your group circle, IMA local body, and attend conferences and attend sessions like this, or listen to such podcasts. So
Thank you.
it's a great thing. I learned lots of things from podcast while going driving or whatever. So you'll get to learn lots of things.
अभी सर जैसे AI वगैरह आ गया है तो lot of things have been changing. I mean,
Yes,
traditional practice is going to, अगर जिसने
it's a
खुद को update
disruptor.
नहीं किया
It's a disruptor.
तो आप पीछे
It's
छूट जाओगे
the
race
next big
में.
disruptor.
Exactly.
You have to go.
तो it is
There is a
पहले
very-
से भी ज़्यादा
there is-
important हो गया.
There is one very interesting case that is happening just now. It is on a slow boil. Patient was diagnosed as a diabetic retinopathy, not diagnosed as a diabetic retinopathy, and he went somewhere in the camp, and the AI said it's a diabetic retinopathy, and patient is now after the hospital. How you done like this? So it's a doctor versus AI now.
right. बाप रे, legal case हो रहा है.
चालू है उनका.
अरे बाप रे.
चालू है. How you missed and
क्या बात है. Thank you sir for being here. I wish और जैसे जैसे अपडेट्स आते रहे मैं आपको यहाँ बुलाते रहूँ. We can have more. एक particular topic लेके we'll do a deep dive, double click on multiple topics.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here, sir.